What's up, guys? It's your friend Chris Donaldson here. We are in beautiful, well, at least we're on the road between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, Florida. So I want to catch you up on what we're doing today, because we're going to let you come along and kind of follow the journey of what's happening today. So let me take you back to about 3 years ago. We decided that we were going to start putting as much information out there to help you as possible. So those of you that have seen Office Hours and the YouTube channel and all of those things. So we broadcasted live. I jumped in with both feet. Then I realized I had a lot to learn. I had a lot to figure out. I wanted to see what everybody else in the country that was way ahead of us was doing. So I've been traveling the past several years, like an explorer, if you will, trying to figure out what do they know that I don't know? What are they doing that we should be paying attention to? So the last 2 years, we've been upping all of the stuff that we're doing, as you probably noticed, between YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter. I'm all over the place. And the podcast, of course. And what we're trying to do is, number one, market and do PR and create stuff that helps you in the way that everybody is paying attention to nowadays. Rather than go run a TV commercial, I'd rather do this. So last year, I went to an event called Agent 2021. And Agent 2021 was an immersive experience for people that were way ahead of the game, that had documenters like my man Art on the other side of this camera. And so this is a one-year checkup. This is a one-year checkup for all the things that we've been doing this past year. I'm going to go back to the experts. I'm going to learn from the people that are at the top of the echelon. What are they doing? How are we doing? And I'm going to share with you and show you the learner, the explorer side of me, because I like to bring all of this stuff back and then bring it to you so that you can benefit from it. What makes today extremely interesting to me is I get to learn about from more different segments of our audience, which I'm super excited about. It's not just you, my real estate friends. There is an entire track here for insurance agents. There's an entire track here for mortgage lenders and brokers. Where in the heck else would I rather be than here? So I'm gonna go talk to as many of these folks as I can, find out what they're doing, see if I can help them, and we're gonna bring this stuff back to you guys and let you know what's going on all around the country. Real estate, mortgage, insurance, this is for you. Last year, football stadium. This year, tennis court.
have we learned so far from a Shark Tank investor, Gary V, these guys? Don't get spread too thin. You try to do too many damn things, and you half doing this and you half doing that, you sort of do this, you started doing a whole bunch of things not that well. You got to go all in on what you're good. You got to go all in on what you're really, really good at, right? One thing, two things, three things. So real estate agents out there, you can't be the greatest social media marketer and negotiator and open house and you gotta figure out what you're good at and get other people that can make up for your weaknesses. Don't get spread all over the place. You can't do it all. That's it. That's why you see that face. Anytime somebody comes to me and they say, oh, you should, or we should add this class or that program or this track, or why don't y'all do CE for this and this and this and this? It's like, man, we got a main engine in place that works. We've got the entire mechanism that works. But when you get spread that thin, all of a sudden, you're just trying to do things to say that you do them. Right? Like, oh, we do, I don't know, dog grooming CE, just to say that we do it. But everything that goes into that, behind that, from the compliance to the content to the delivery to the market size to the price to the competition, et cetera, it doesn't always make sense because it's out there. Something that we talk about all the time. And so when we're going through this, we're scaling vertically, or excuse me, horizontally and vertically. Horizontally is taking what we do really freaking well and putting in front of more people, right? Real estate, mortgage, insurance, why we're here. Vertical, that's where you're getting deeper into each one, not necessarily expanding outside of what we're really, really good at. Go all in on what you're great at. You don't have to be everything to be a great company. That's how we're going to do it. Hat's already paid off. As soon as we got in there and the sun was right in their face. All right, perfect. Three keys to reiterate over and over and over and over again, whether you're real estate, mortgage, insurance, any business that's service oriented, where somebody's like, they're not necessarily attached to a product the way that we'd like to think. You know, like think about a mortgage loan.
I mean, yeah, you're lucky that the process is somewhat complicated to where the consumer, once you have them in there, they're not going to. It's so hard to get to that point in the process already that they're not going to go shop around because they're like, geez, I don't want to start this again. Right. So you almost have them kind of in that net. But at the same rate, increasingly, consumers know, whether it's federal regulations, whether it's just online, they've got options. And if I'm not happy with this lender, there's 3 others down the street that actually, if you just do a little bit of research, can get you the same loan product.
Yeah.
The exact same thing. So, but what's funny is when everybody's talking about reviews, I'm always thinking about Amazon. I mean, you buy something on Amazon, why do you always get an email from whoever, whatever, including Amazon, that says, how'd you enjoy our product? Please leave a review, blah, 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 blah. Because, I mean, I know I do. If I'm going to buy something I've never heard of, it's the first thing I look for. I know a little sort by feature. It's sort by average customer review. So we know it's important. So I think, going into this modern world, this is where we always talk about, we've got all our businesses, we need to operate our businesses like we operate as a consumer.
Right.
As a consumer, we lean on reviews. As a business, we don't have it as a core business strategy. It's obnoxious. Now we do, but we can still do better. Right. But there's a lot of folks out there that, we may be talking to, whatever, that aren't. So the idea that you're out there and not actively, not just managing it. See, that's where people teach it and it's wrong. Managing, that's reactive. Somebody happens to leave a good review. Oh, that was great. Or somebody happens to leave a bad review. Oh, what do we do? Oh my God, but having that active strategy in place on how to get good ones and cultivate them all the time. It's marketing. It's part of your marketing strategy. You are leaving a huge hole, which is actually goes to my thing of time or money. So this is a time and effort thing. Like, it doesn't cost anything to ask somebody or to send them a link or all those various things. And it's arguably one of the most valuable things you can do for your business. And so here we are. We heard him talk about it in all 3 phases: real estate, mortgage, insurance. But it doesn't matter. It's business universal. So I think where people still have it wrong, though, is that reactive thing. You still have it. You need to know what to do about your reputation when somebody leaves a bad review. I mean, that's like one piece of it. Be actively pursuing it. And then the other is, well, where should we do it? Everywhere. Yeah. If you just start somewhere, well, where has the most impact, right? Which is Google and Facebook. It's the same players over and over and over again. But you can choose what you feature on your website.
Right.
So it's good to see some people are doing that amazingly well. Well, one guy we just talked to had 40 million in loan volume, and 20% of that came from reviews, whiw means
came from references from the review.
Right. Yeah. Either references or Google. People are just Googling and they're going. It's a no-brainer.
catching industry to industry to industry. But the one thing that we're noticing is we're going in each of our main rooms, real estate, mortgage, insurance, they're all dealing with the same things, dealing with the same problems, dealing with the same way to reach the consumers, same relationship building, same thing. Little tweaks, it's the same thing. 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. So we're going to take our system and we're going to expand it. It works. It works if you're selling exam prep or continuing ed or insurance policies. It works. Keep your eye on the ball.